Sup guys, Heat King here, bringing you a review. Oh, my tea is cold. Bringing you a review on the latest Magi. That's right guys, this is going to be my first review on Magi, the Labyrinth of Magic. So yeah, I was going to say this right now so everyone understands. I'm having a hard time finding these chapters, and waiting for these chapters to release, but because it looks like these chapters are being released at a random date. Like, they don't have a specific day when they come out. So like the week before that, I found chapter 322, but then I couldn't find 321, and then I found it later on translated, and so on and so forth, and then there was 223. Like, I have no idea what the hell is going on. The way these chapters are being released is very, very random. So forgive me if I, if you've been waiting for me to do reviews on that and I can't, because I don't know what the hell was going on. But yeah, this week's or last week, I don't even know if it's this week's chapter technically. This week's chapter was, yeah, it was a what the fuck, because it was just so unexpected and random for it to happen. I mean, I don't know what the hell was going on myself, but yeah, it appears that Sinbad has left the building. Sinbad, the, sailor of the seven seas, is now dead. Yeah, Sinbad is dead, and David has been resurrected. And yeah, it very much feels like Naruto now, like with Madara and Black Zetsu. Yeah, I'm getting Madara flashbacks, except that was done well. I know people are gonna be laughing, like, really, it was done? Yeah, I thought it was done well, but this was just like, what? So you've got Sinbad finally getting to the sacred palace, using the metal vessels that Arba's brought, or using the metal vessels under Arba's instructions, and he's going through his little Jin modes fighting Yugo and his security system, and Yugo is wiping the floor with him. I mean, I remember, I think last week's chapter when it pretty much described him as God, or I think it was this chapter actually. It was this chapter that described him as God. I thought it made a lot of sense because Yugo pretty much says that he created the metal vessels and this world. So yeah, that would technically make him God of this world. So you've got Sinbad pretty much fighting the god of this world. I mean, forget Ilam or whatever the hell he's called. Like, he's not the god of this world. This is the Yugo right now is God, and Sinbad is getting his ass kicked, rightfully so. What doesn't make a lot of sense is why he doesn't use like a water metal vessel or a fire metal vessel or whatever, because like they're just, his metal vessels are just getting sliced off, they're getting their limbs sliced off, etc, etc, and he's just going through various different ones, trying to get through, trying to get to that light, trying to reach that sacred palace, and he can't. I mean, he's getting burnt to a crisp. It's pretty much like Icarus flying too close to the sun and getting his wings burned. And with Sinbad, it's much worse than that, because he's literally getting burned to death and he's turning into charcoal. I mean, it looks horrifying, and Yugo's the one doing it, and it's messed up. It's screwed up as hell, because he's telling him he cannot reach the sacred palace. It's a 0.000 chance of him reaching that. He's not going to make it, and the amount of foreshadowing that we actually got in previous chapters that Sinbad was heading to his death, like, it just, yeah, it's not surprising. What's surprising is the way he goes out. That's what's surprising. But I think deep down we all had some sort of feeling Sinbad was going to die, but the way he dies here, it's just like, what? So he gets burnt to a crisp, and he's pretty much dying there, and yeah, his body just kind of falls apart. And Yugo gets his Raikou, his white Ruka, and he throws it into the flow of the sea, whatever you like to call it. And Sinbad pretty much accepts his defeat and goes along with it. Like, he's completely content and happy. I mean, last chapter he pretty much admitted that he was a greedy human being, and now here he's pretty much like, yeah, fair enough. Like, I brought peace to the world, etc, etc, right, I've lost. Well, big whoop-de-doo. Nothing more I can do about it. It is what it is. So, and he goes on, and then we get the biggest massive shock when the black Ruka from Sinbad that's left behind ends up rising up and forming David, Elder David, and yeah, it's like, what? Now, to be fair, if you remember previous chapters, I think very early on, it was pretty much confirmed that Sinbad has, you know, a half. He's got white Rukin and he's got like black Rukin. And later on, we found out that he was sort of like a reincarnation of David. So yeah, it kind of makes sense that that's how David would kind of come back, because that black Ruka wasn't Sinbad, it was technically David. So yeah, I think it kind of makes sense in a weird sort of way. And I think we all knew that David was going to be one of the final villains. So him kind of coming back now just seems appropriate. Yes, because you know, if you've all heard the news, we're supposedly halfway through the final arc. So we've only got a few more chapters left, meaning that Magi is definitely going to end sometime next year, early next year. So yeah, it's not surprising. But the way Sinbad just kind of goes out, do I think he's 100% dead though? This is a character who's got his own spin-off series as well. I mean, is he dead? No, I don't think he's 100% dead. I do think Ruka's spirit is going to play some sort of role, because how else are Aladdin, Alibaba and the others going to get to this? How are we going to get that final fight with them being involved? So I'm thinking there's going to be some sort of involvement, at least from Sinbad's spirit, that's going to play some role in this. Maybe he'll become a Magi. Maybe Yuna is going to sacrifice himself and die and give his powers, transfer his powers and bring Sinbad back as a Magi. Maybe that will happen. I don't know. But yeah, with the way things are going now, I mean the chapter's weird, because you got Elder David coming back and overwhelming Hugo, and pretty much announcing that he predicted that all of this stuff was going to happen bit by bit, and he was preparing for this, and now he's back, and he overwhelms Hugo and is about to take his place to create his own new world, only for Hugo to come back and grab hold of him, going that, you know, he's not going to be doing shit. But then yeah, the chapter pretty much ends on that cliffhanger note. So what the hell's gonna go on? Like, I'm pretty sure that this is sort of like a fake out cliffhanger, and that next chapter we're gonna see Elder David pretty much overwhelm Hugo and kick his ass, and somehow he's gonna take over the Sacred Palace. It's, you know, Aladdin and the others are gonna find out about this and maybe head there to stop him, or stop him from resurrecting, or bring Ilar back, or maybe it's gonna come. I don't know. Like, I'm very curious how this final battle is gonna go, because I'm kind of expecting this big explosive final battle, but now I'm thinking that this final battle is gonna take place in the Sacred Palace, and it's gonna be a very personal, one-on-one sort of fight, and it's not gonna be like an all-out battle like we got with Il-Alam and the other characters in their Jinn modes fighting that big squid thing, god thing, whatever the hell it was. So I don't think we're going to get that, sadly, as much as we want, but it would have been repetitive and a repeat. Maybe we will get it. Maybe other characters are going to go fight that when it's coming back, and Aladdin's going to be busy fighting his granddad. So I don't know, like, anything is possible at this point. But yeah, it was a very decent but unexpected random sort of chapter. Like Sinbad dying like that was just... But yeah, overall, I'm not disappointed. I'm just very surprised. That's all. But yeah, I'm more looking forward to seeing what happens next chapter than what happened today. Because like, it's just like, what? But yeah, guys. That's really all I can say. I mean, I don't know what else I can really go on about with this. All I know is that Manga is ending very, very soon. So there isn't a lot left. I imagine maybe around 350 or 60, that'll be the point when it ends. So we've got a decent amount of chapters, I think, left. But yeah, man, very random indeed. As always, guys, like and subscribe, whatever, and I shall see you when I shall see you. Take care and